What's up, guys? Welcome to Frank's Media and Reviews, and a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Guys, today's video is going to be my personal top 10 favorite Christmas movies. There are no horror movies in this video at all, at least the ones that I consider to be non-horror. So, if you like these type of videos, hit the like and subscribe button. If you do, I really appreciate it. Check out my tier memberships. And guys, I'm going to start off with a few of my honorable mentions, and then I'm just going to go through my top 10. Also, I have to reiterate, guys, that this is my personal top 10. In my honorable mentions, you guys are going to be like, Frank, what the bleep? What is going on? But again, it's my top 10. Guys, one of my favorite movies is Battleship. Come on, man. All right, here we go. My honorable mention is I have a few, and I'm starting off with the big one. Big one, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I love this one. Of course, this is a damn classic, and it's right up there. I mean, if I'm being honest, probably like... It could be my number 10 or number 11, but for today, how I'm feeling when recording this video, it's my honorable mention and probably my number 11. But this is a children's classic. I watched it so many damn times, and it sucks. Being honest, it sucks how today's current times, this isn't really playing constantly like it used to when I was a kid. The only damn ones are movies that I'll show later, but it's like the holiday classics of this one and another honorable mention, Charlie Brown Christmas. I love this little collection. I watch it all the dang time. My kids, honestly, they don't care about Charlie Brown, what sucks, but I love you, Charlie. So there's that. Other honorable mentions is going to be the Santa Claus. I love the Santa Claus, and Tim Allen is so damn good as good old Saint Nick, and the story, his origin. And I would say the sequel, Santa Claus 2, is just as good as the first one. I do not like the third one. The third one is garbage. Just my opinion. Trading Places. You know what? This takes place on a Christmas, and Eddie Murphy is dressed up as Santa Claus. So dang right, this is a Christmas movie, and so is, of course, the man Dan Aykroyd. There are so many scenes. There's so many dang good scenes in this movie. I love it, man. This is a classic Christmas movie, 80s movie, comedy, man. Oh my gosh. And I mean, Jamie Lee Curtis. I mean, come on now. We all know what we're talking about in that one. Even with the dead eyes, the Polar Express, there's still something about this movie that my kids and I really do love. We watch it every year, and they really like it. I just love watching their reactions to the film. But man, yeah, the CGI, the dead eyes and everything, just especially in 4K, they kind of get you still. So there is that. The next is going to be my top 10 Christmas movies. Again, these are my personal favorites, and these are non-horror movies. I think one of them, some of you may think it is a horror movie. I do not consider it one. Here we go. Number 10, Office Christmas Party. Right off the bat. Boom, guys. This, my wife and I saw this movie a couple years ago for the first time, and we simply love it. We laugh our booties off. We just watched this a couple days ago, actually, and we love it, man. This is such a funny, dumb movie. And there is some great liners in this film, moments, and it's just so overboard. Again, it's ridiculous, but I love this movie. There's a line from was it Kate McKinnon from SNL? There's a scene where she drives a minivan. It's a Kia minivan, and there's a line that she says that if you drive a minivan, it's even funnier, guys. But see this movie, man. Jason Bateman is an underrated actor. Olivia Munn is Olivia Munn. And Jennifer Aniston, of course, just pretty funny. She is so funny. Ages like fine wine, too. But she is hilarious. I love her character in this movie. I love every single character of this film, man. Even like the mob characters. It's so funny, man. So, Office Christmas Party. That is my number 10. My number 9 is going to be Nightmare Before Christmas. The Nightmare Before Christmas is literally like one of the few movies around this time that still gets me memories when I was a kid, and when my kids see it, looking it through their eyes, especially when you go to like Disneyland, places like that, Disney World as well, around the, holiday season. And we went a couple years ago, and they just absolutely needed to see Jack and Sally. And I was all here for it. Of course, I love this movie, the music, the animation. Danny Elfman is a jack of all trades for this, and of course, this isn't a Tim Burton film, and for the longest time, of course, I thought about it because it's how it's presented. It's Tim Burton's A Nightmare Before Christmas, but it is directed by Henry Selick. So again, I want to give him his dues because this is a holiday classic. It's a Halloween classic. It's a film that you can watch multiple times a year. And that is this masterpiece. And this looks really good in 4K, I do have to say. Guys, this is one of my favorites as a kid with my dad and I, and that is Jingle All the Way, with Turbo Man, with Sinbad, with The Big Show, with, of course, Phil Hartman, and, of course, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Just, this is a classic to me. I think if you are a young boy, this movie just resonates with you, because I know for me, X-Men action figures was the thing in the 90s, and I needed to have like Wolverine and of course all of these other X-Men characters, Mr. Sinister, and jeez, man, on and on and on. And so this movie really got me, and I just simply love it. My wife hates it, but I watch it a lot not a lot, but I watch it every single year once it gets closer to Christmas. So this is one of the last movies I save for Christmas. That is Jingle All the Way. My number 6 is one that is getting higher and higher on my list, and that is Scrooged. This is the one I think people may consider. It's a horror film. My buddy Chase, with his recent videos and everything, love you, buddy. He had, of course, the top 10 Christmas movies, and there were some comments and stuff, but there is maybe some horror, scary moments, but overall, I still don't consider this a horror Christmas film. But that being said, the story to this is very good, man. It is, and Bill Murray is at his finest. This is probably like my favorite role of his, at least top 3 favorite roles, Bill Murray movies. I mean, he is at his best, and the characters, and the actors, to every single character in this movie. The end of the movie, when he has that monologue, of course, it is very touching. And I love the adult humor, the adult side. It blends in with this family classic, Christmas classic movie. And so, yeah, I love it, man. Oh my goodness. And of course, it's very nice that there is some scary moments like death and just, of course, Bill Murray's boss. The imagery to that is very cool. Anyway, guys, Scrooge, again, this could go higher, and may well go higher here in a couple years. So classic, classic, classic. So my number 6, and I am off a number. Scrooge was number 7. This is number 6, and that is Bad Santa. Billy Bob Thornton as Santa is iconic. Even Thornton board. Oh my goodness, man. There's the grandma. There were so many great lines to this film, moments when the kid is trying to be so genuine and tries to make his own Christmas present to Billy Bob, and cuts himself. That whole moment, just everything that goes into this. Like, of course, Billy Bob Thornton is amazing as Santa Claus. However, there are other stars that I think just brings this movie to another level, and that is Tony Cox. Tony Cox as Billy Bob Thornton's sidekick. Amazing. Simply amazing. Another character, of course, is John Ritter and Bernie Mac. Those two people, I think, make this movie and makes it on another level. Just a combination of them, the chemistry that they have, the dialogue that's between them. When John Ritter hears what's happening with Billy Bob Thornton in a dressing room, the scene right afterwards between Bernie Mac and John Ritter is instant classic. It's so sad that we lost these two actors. They're gone too soon, man. I love them. I love them. And I think those two people really elevate this movie to like an iconic Christmas movie to me. So that is Bad Santa. My number 5. Now going into the top 5. Some consider this not a Christmas movie. I'm just going to say you guys are wrong. I'm looking at you, Ken. What's up, buddy? And that is Die Hard. Die Hard, to me, is a Christmas movie. It takes place on Christmas. It is Christmas themed. I mean, like, one of the kills, he's wearing a sweater. Iconic line with ho 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 ho. I mean, like, this is literally a Christmas movie, an action movie that takes place during Christmas, and it just happened to be released in theaters during the summer. But this is a Christmas movie. Again, you may think otherwise, but you're wrong. I'm just telling you guys you're wrong. So, John McClane, classic. He is an iconic, like, hero, action hero. He's just a man who's trying to rekindle his relationship with his ex-wife. Well, technically, they're still married. But with that, and then of course the man, the legend, Alec Rickman as Hans. Oh my God, he is such an iconic villain. It is incredible, guys. It's not Christmas until Hans rings in the new year. I've said this before many times, but I'll say it again in this video. This movie means a lot, and that is The Ref. This is my number 4, and this movie is so special to my wife and I. She started watching this when she was a kid with her family. I've never even heard of this movie until dating my wife, and there was a time when early on in our relationship when I was at my own family function, Christmas function, and we were still hungry afterwards. Let's just say the food wasn't that great. So we went over, and this was on Christmas Eve, because Christmas Eve celebrated with my family. Christmas Day was her family. And so Christmas Eve, the place that was open was, because we got out late, and so there was pizza. There was a pizza place, and we had just happened to have a bottle of champagne at home. So we have been watching The Ref for 12, I think this will be 13 years in a row. Have not missed a Christmas Eve of this movie. Like, we haven't. Even when my twin girls were born on December 20th, Christmas Eve, I brought in pizza, a bottle of champagne, a laptop, and this movie. And we watched it on the bed, taking care of our twin girls, eating pizza, champagne, and everything, guys. So when I say, like, I love this movie, it means something. It means a little bit more than probably all these other movies. I truly mean it. And this movie's special. See this movie. Dennis Leary is hilarious. Judy Davis is great. Kevin Spacey's phenomenal in this movie. There are so many iconic moments. And Gus, Dennis Leary's sidekick, he's hilarious. Seriously, guys, this movie is so good. And J.K. Simmons is in this movie, early on role for him, and he's very good in this film. So just stars upon stars on this movie. Guys, see it. The Ref is simply amazing. My number 3, and I'm cheating because I have to. You kind of have to with these. And that is Home Alone and Home Alone 2. These are iconic. I love this movie, or these movies really, as when I was a kid, and seeing these movies now through my children's eyes. They love it. I'm not lying. At the timing of this video, my girls have already seen Home Alone twice, and they wanted to watch Home Alone 2 twice already, because we just saw it yesterday, and they want to watch it again. So this is just like Mount Rushmore. I really think so. Everyone is so damn good in this film, in the original, and this one too. But I like, it is so good, amazing. The Wet Bandits. I mean, iconic. Speaking of iconic, there's Catherine O'Hara, the mother. There is John Candy, and I want to say John Hurd. Just a great stat cast with Home Alone, and then with this one, with adding Tim Curry. Oh my gosh, and with the Sticky Bandits. This has one of the great electrifying moments in cinema history with this one. Simply iconic. Both of them together. You can't beat them. Iconic Christmas movies. My number 2 is going to be Christmas Vacation. This was kind of like a toss up, but if I'm being honest, this is my number 2. This is the movie that my wife and I quote throughout the year, like no matter what the hell it is. We just quote it. We even have little t-shirts or sweaters, little Christmas sweaters. I'll post it here, but we love this movie so damn much. Chevy Chase, of course, he's hilarious, but guys, if we're being honest, like his brother, of course, Randy Quaid, steals the movie, like without a doubt. Of course, Julia Dreyfus, hilarious, dude. Todd and Margot and so damn funny. And Chevy Chase, I think, has one of the best monologues towards the end of the movie of any movie in cinema history. Just iconic. And Beverly is smoking, man. She is so funny in this movie as well. And the grandparents, hilarious. The chase scene with the squirrel, that moment's so funny. Just like, yeah, Cousin Eddie, dude, you have to see this movie. And of course, if you have, you got to watch it multiple times in December. So that is my number 2. My favorite Christmas movie is A Christmas Story. This movie meant a lot to me growing up because I wanted a BB gun so damn bad. And when my uncle finally got me one when I was a kid, it was like one of the happiest moments of my life. So this movie really resonated with me. Just seeing the relationship between, of course, like the brothers, but just the parents. Really, when you get older, you really understand and you get how the parents are, how they are throughout the film, and it is a masterpiece. This film to me is a masterpiece. Again, there were so many iconic lines, iconic scenes. The bunny, of course, that is like probably the most memorable. When Ralphie is chewing on the soap, the moments right before that happens, that is really funny with the little kid screaming on the phone. I mean, you can just go on and on and on. The leg lamp towards the very end of the movie at the Chinese restaurant, that to me is very funny. I love it. I cherish this movie so much. I'm very happy and thankful that we have these movies on 4K. So I wanted to do like a shout out because these are like 1 and 2 Christmas movies, and I'm hoping at some point we will have Home Alone 2 on 4K because it needs it, man. So guys, that is my top 10 Christmas movies, with some honorable mentions down in the comment section. Let me know what are some of your favorite Christmas movies. And thank you for watching the video. Hit that like and subscribe. If you do, I really appreciate it. Check out my tier memberships. Thank you to my tier members, John from Let's Talk Entertainment Media, William Driver, and Insomniac. And guys, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and have a good one.